Hey guys, what's up? So I'm in the middle of this project, and I think you should thank me that I did not bring you along for the whole ride because so far it's been nothing but a headache. And basically, this is what I'm working on right here. I've got a what's this? A Daniel Defense, which is not really Daniel Defense, but it's licensed, I guess, or Mad Bull Airsoft, right? Yeah, it's his Airsoft stuff, right? But I guess it's licensed by Daniel Defense because it actually has their name, and apparently that's what they say. And I saw this rail, and I was like, you know what? It would be interesting if I could try to get this rail on, on my rifle or pistol or whatever I put it on. Because it's the Mark 18, the Daniel Defense Mark 18, like truly a clone, like definitely not real deal, right? Okay, they might be licensed to use the name and to look like Daniel Defense, but this is obviously not like real steel stuff. So this has been a long time in the making. I've had this rail for a while, and then Jeremy, you know who you are, you sent me a actual Daniel Defense barrel nut, right? And long story short, this won't work because I can get this onto the gun, right? And I can torque the barrel down to what it's supposed to be torqued down at. But then at that point, the rail itself does not, when you lock up the screws to lock it up, it's still loose because it's not locked up properly. It's not locked up against the barrel nut or however it's supposed to work. It's not working. So I have to use the barrel nut that came with the kit, which is obviously a substandard barrel nut. It does appear, I don't know if it's steel. I should have tested that. I can tell you right now. Yeah, it is steel, but it's not the same quality as Daniel Defense, and it's just a little bit different. It's a little bit longer. It's just kind of interesting. I guess they get away with it because that's how they can make it, and it's not a real a firearm accessory, whatever. It's airsoft, so if you're gonna use it, you got to modify it one way or the other. So I don't know. So anyway, this is already a long story and it's not short, but to get it all put together properly, I basically had to use my gunsmithing favorite tool, the Dremel, basically, right? I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but this guy right here, I had to open up real big, like where the wrench and everything would lock onto the barrel nut and tighten it down. I had to open that up because it would not fit, and I was able to use, thanks again to Jeremy, a really nice Daniel Defense. I don't think he said Daniel Defense makes this one, but a really nice wrench for that. Awesome. And so I was able to finally get that on here and torque this thing down. So this is torqued down to proper specs, right? The problem is you got to finagle the locking piece, this piece right here that goes onto the receiver, behind the barrel nut that tightens up against the rail, right? Well, it's not free. It should be, I believe it should be a little bit loose until you get it tightened down. Well, it's not free at all. So I had to, basically I got a rod in here where the gas block goes. You probably can't see that now. But I got a rod in here to keep it semi-centered, but it's not exact, so it took me forever. Anyway, long, complicated thing that probably didn't make any sense and should be edited out, but I'm not going to. But basically, I'm not taking this thing apart right now because it's taken me long enough to get it to this point, so I'm not going to take it apart just to show you me putting it back together. So it's canned off a little bit, basically is what I'm trying to say. Whatever this proper nomenclature for this thing is, I don't know, but the locking collar, I don't know. But the rear piece of the rail, right, of the locking system, it's not free to move like it's supposed to be, and it's a little bit cattywampus, a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing back on. Like I said, the barrel is torqued down, and I'm gonna say this straight up right up front. I hashtag or I label whatever all my videos garage gunsmithing, or I try to. And that's truly what it is, garage gunsmithing. If you see me do stuff like this, okay, and then you're like, oh, he did it, so he said it's safe and I can do it. No, I'm not saying this is really safe. I'm saying I'm doing this and I'm doing it for entertainment purposes only. If you go out there and you do this and you don't do it right and something leads to another thing and your barrel's loose, whatever, and you blow your gun up and injure or hurt yourself or worse, I'm saying don't do this, okay? So it's not my fault if you go out there and do this. All right, don't do this at home kind of things. Yeah, it's very dangerous once you start putting airsoft things on firearms, especially when it comes down to things like locking the barrel in, things like that. So I'm taking a big risk doing this for your entertainment, all right, and for my curiosity. but I'm not advocating putting airsoft gun parts on rifles, but I am doing it. I don't know. I think I covered my butt enough there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this, put this thing together, and we'll see. And see, one thing where I do draw the line, this did come with a gas block that is aluminum, gas block. Looks halfway decent except for the fact that it's aluminum and it's made for airsoft. It's not made for a firearm. I almost put this on, okay? Because it even has a, where is it? It even has a hole. You're probably not going to be able to see it. Maybe you will. It even has a hole for where the gas would go. So you could put a gas tube in here, and this is the right size. It would fit. Well, if the screws weren't in there. If the screws weren't in there, it would fit. This will fit on your barrel, okay? Almost did it, but that's where I kind of drew the line. If this failed and blew up, I don't know, that wouldn't be good. So I have another I have another gas block. I am using the pin, though, the gas tube pin, because it actually went in and was a lot, it actually seemed better quality than the ones that I had. So anyway, long enough of that rambling on. You know what, we should call this thing like the Jeremy build, because the barrel's from him, right? The barrel nut was from him, but I ended up not being able to use that. And then some of the tools and stuff that we were able to use were from him. He sent me this 3-prong. All right, it's not a Surefire. I can't remember who he said made this. But it's got a crush washer stuck in there. And you know what? I think I'm just going to torque it down a little bit and see how it runs. And so it's going to look kind of cool probably. But yeah, I don't know how to get that thing out. I think that was the pickle he ran into. And that's the pickle I ran into. And I don't have the tool to get it out. So I think I'm just going to try to run it and see how it works. So anyway, we're going to get to this. And I'll show you the final product when we're done. That, I think, is about as close as I'm going to get. It's going to be real interesting to see how this guy works. Really, really interesting to see if this guy even works. Now, before we get too carried away and excited, I'm going to headspace it just for kicks and giggles. Make sure this thing is not just going to blow up the second I put a round in it. Alright, so we got the no-go. No go. Go. Alright, so it does headspace. There you go. Proof right there. But we will see if this turns out to be the death of me. If it does, then blame Jeremy. That's all I got to say about that. It does seem loose. This thing's not going to be accurate, I'll tell you that. Not the way that barrel moves. Yeah, look at this. I'm going to put this on the... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. Alright. Go over here. Check out this barrel. Ah, you're not going to be able to tell. If I brace it, alright? That barrel moves. Can you see that? Yeah. Oh my word, yeah. I don't know how well you can see that, but I don't know if this is gonna work or not, folks. This may end up just looking kind of cool, but I don't know if I can shoot that safely or not. Bab nagget. I think the main reason being is I think it's torqued down to this piece, right? It's torqued down to here. It's not torqued down to what it's supposed to be torqued on the upper receiver. So, I don't know. That looks really cool. Really does, but As far as shooting it, I don't know yet. I'll have to make up my mind. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. If you think that this is a good idea, then next time we go to the range, we're gonna bring it out and we're gonna do it. But if in your expertise, if you think that this is a detriment to my health and I'm gonna kill myself, let me know, and we might not do it. I don't know. Or we might just set it up and shoot it, you know, remotely with a, you know, with a string or something. Anyway, let me know what you think. That is a, this is an interesting build thing. Yeah, it's interesting. I should put it over there on the Patreon page, but I don't think anybody's going to see it over there because we don't have any yet. So if you want to check out my Patreon page, we're going to be doing some stuff over there, trying to do a lot of stuff over there. Probably more stuff like this, and then YouTube will more or less not be as technical. It won't have as many of these kind of builds in it, these kind of videos. It won't be as in-depth, I think, is what I'm going to try to do, and kind of focus a little bit more over there on the Patreon page. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'll probably look back a year from now and be like, what the world was I talking about? But I'm going to try to do that. We're going to give it a go. If we can get some support over there, then yeah, we'll run with it. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. And maybe this weekend I might go shoot it. If not, then I'm at least going to relook at this thing and see if there's a way to actually get the real barrel nut on here. Or something. I'm going to figure something out. Let me know what y'all think below. Yeah. We'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully. I don't shoot this thing and blow up and die. Anyway, yeah. Y'all be good to be safe. I'll try to be safe. It's hard to do that when you do stuff like this. All right. Anyway, y'all take care. All right, bye.